This video provides basic operational instructions for Grad Plan. Grad Plan is a web-based tool that provides a clear and convenient method for students and advisors to track degree progress, to prepare for registration, and to plan for graduation. Grad Plan is designed to aid and facilitate academic advising, but is not intended to replace personal academic advising sessions. Keep in mind that Grad Plan is unofficial information that should be used as a planning tool. It is not your official transcript, nor is it official notification of program or degree completion. If you have questions regarding the information or course recommendations you see in Grad Plan, please contact an academic or program advisor. Contact information can be found at www.pcc.edu/advising. You can also go online to Ask the Panther to see frequently asked questions regarding Grad Plan. From each of the questions within Ask the Panther, you can ask more specific questions regarding Grad Plan using the Ask a Question tab located at the top. Logging into Grad Plan is easy. You'll need to access your MyPCC account. If you do not know or remember your MyPCC ID or password, use the Get Login help link located below the login. Current PCC students taking credit classes can access Grad Plan from the MyPCC My Courses tab, Planning My Degree channel, Grad Plan link. Once you've linked into Grad Plan, your degree audit will display. Now that we are logged into Grad Plan, let's start with the navigation links in the header. The FAQ link has frequently asked questions that you can reference if you have questions regarding Grad Plan. The help link provides specific information regarding the tab or worksheet you are currently viewing. The print link allows you to print the current page you are viewing. And clicking the Log Out link will exit you from Grad Plan only, not MyPCC. Below the navigation links, your student ID and name are displayed. The degree and major fields default to the latest information we have on record for your declared degree, certificate, program, or major. If your major is undeclared, you will have a message below stating that no degree or major requirement blocks were found. We will discuss a little more about undeclared audits when we talk about the What If feature later in this video. The last audit field shows the most recent date an audit was run for you. Below the date of your last audit, there's a link for class history. This link generates a very basic review of your academic work, much like a transcript, in chronological order, but without term totals and GPAs. If you've had transcripts from other schools evaluated by PCC student records, they will also be included in class history and will display below in your audit. Next, the student information block displays a customized view of various student data, including your overall GPA, major, and degree. Please read the disclaimer shown below the student information block. While PCC strives to provide you with the most accurate information available via Grad Plan, it is important to note that this is unofficial information. As mentioned before, Grad Plan should be used as a planning tool in collaboration with an academic or program advisor. Let's look through this degree audit. Degree audits are processed using the Worksheets tab. When you log into Grad Plan, you will be taken directly to this screen and your most recent audit will load automatically. Information from your academic record is updated nightly in Grad Plan. Therefore, if any changes are made to your record, such as a change of degree or major, or posted grades, you will see them in Grad Plan the following business day. The degree information in Grad Plan is separated into blocks. The dark blue block headers include basic information about your degree progress. Within the block header, take note of the academic year. The academic year you have listed refers to the PCC academic year by which you were admitted and the earliest catalog you may be able to graduate from. Only curriculum from the 2009-10 and 2010-11 PCC catalogs are included in Grad Plan. New students admitted for the 2010-11 academic year will audit from the 2010-11 PCC catalog. For students admitted to PCC during the 2009-10 academic year and previous years, as you can see is the case for this student, your audits will default to reading from the 2009-10 PCC catalog. If you were admitted and taking classes prior to the academic year 2009-10, as the student was, please speak with an academic or program advisor about your options, as they may be slightly different from the audit displayed below. Next to your academic year, take note of the number of credits required for your degree and how many credits have been applied. This can help you assess your degree progress. You may have text below the blue block header that states unmet conditions for your degree or certificate, such as total credit hours, institutional GPA, and residency requirements. You can see that this audit also has information regarding elective credits. Make sure you read this information in order to better understand the degree or certificate requirements. Completed requirements are checked off in the boxes to the left. Requirements that still need to be completed will have an empty checkbox and include a notation of still needed in red, followed by specifics. If you notice any discrepancy or have questions about this information, please speak with an academic or program advisor. The next blocks in your worksheet show the requirements for your declared degree, certificate, or program of study. Again, requirements that are completed are checked off in the boxes on the left. When a requirement has not been met, a list of acceptable courses is listed. Pay attention to the number of classes or credits required. This information is found at the beginning of each section. Some sections will list numerous courses to choose from, but you may only need 1 or 2 courses or a few credits. Additionally, by hovering over the courses, the course titles and credit hours display. For courses you have completed that apply to your degree or certificate, you will also see the course number, title, your grade, credit hours, and term taken. If you have had transcripts from other schools evaluated by PCC student records, you may also see them applied here. All of your fall through and elective credits are recorded toward the end of the audit. This section includes classes that are in progress or that were passed with a D or better, are counted in your GPA, and may or may not apply to your degree or certificate unless they are being counted as elective requirements. If you have failed, repeated, or withdrawn from courses, you will have an insufficient block in which these courses will be listed and are calculated in your GPA. An in-progress block includes a complete list of courses in which you are currently registered for in current terms or future terms. Throughout your audit, in-progress classes are designated with IP. The Not Counted block will list courses that were passed with a passing grade of D or better, do not apply to your degree, and are counted in your GPA. If the course was repeated, non-passing repeats may appear in the non-counted section. Developmental education and remedial coursework will appear in the Not Counted block as well. These courses do not count toward your total hours. Finally, any exceptions that have been entered will be summarized at the end of the audit. This may include petitions that affect degree requirements, and you'll see that this student does not show any exceptions. Always consult with an academic or program advisor to clarify that your audit is correct and to address questions regarding degree or certificate requirements. If Grad Plan displays that you have met all of your degree requirements, do not assume that you will automatically graduate. In order to graduate, you must file an application for graduation with PCC student records. This form can be found at www.pcc.edu/graduation. Now let's move to the What If feature of Grad Plan. To access the What If screen, click the What If link located on the far left. This feature allows you to create a hypothetical degree audit for a different major using your current academic history. You can use What If you are considering changing your degree or major and would like to view how your completed courses apply to that different degree or major. This feature does not officially change them, it just gives you a hypothetical audit. Any student can use this feature, but if you have an undeclared degree and major, you will need to use What If to process a degree audit within Grad Plan. From What If, you can audit against requirements for different degrees, certificates, majors, catalog years, or other selectable items on the audit menu. To generate a What If degree audit, make sure you select each of the following in order to complete the audit report: degree, academic year, and major. When generating the criteria for What If audit, only valid combinations entered in the drop-down list are allowed and will be accepted. For example, the veterinary technology major can only be taken as an Associate of Applied Science degree. So a search for veterinary technology majors pursuing a certificate or Associate of Science degree will not produce any results for vet tech. When you're ready to process your What If audit, click the Process What If icon at the top of the page, and your audit will display. If you get a message that states that a block was not found but is required, that means that the selection was not chosen from the pick list prior to processing the What If. When you process a scenario, you must select a degree, academic year, and major if a major is required for that chosen degree or certificate. What If audits are not saved. After they are processed, the results can be printed, but after leaving the What If screen, the audit cannot be accessed again unless you run another What If audit using the same criteria. If you're considering a new degree option or program of study, make sure you speak with an academic or program advisor. With the What If feature, you can also enter courses that you are considering and see how they place within your audit. This is a great feature to use as you plan for registration, since it allows you to see where the classes might apply within your degree or certificate. It is very important that you enter classes with the abbreviated subject code, for example, MTH for math, BI for biology, ART for art, and include the course number in the number field. You can find a list of abbreviated PCC subject codes within the Find link. After you enter the classes you are considering, click on the Process What If found toward the top. When your audit displays, you should see blue placeholders for each of the courses you are considering. If you did not use the abbreviated PCC subject codes, typed the full course subject, or entered the wrong course number, the placeholders will display toward the bottom of the audit, as you will see for this student who entered Speech 111 and spelled speech in full instead of using the subject code. The same functionality can be found by going to the Look Ahead link located on the left. Take note that entering courses here does not mean you have registered for the course. Grad Plan is not a registration system, and you still need to register for classes via MyPCC or go in person to admissions and registration or contact the registration helpline. The next tab over from worksheets is your planner. The planner is a tool for you and your advisor to arrange course requirements into future term blocks. This can help you forecast your academic career and future courses. Once a plan has been developed, it may be modified by your advisor as needed. It's important to note that students cannot create plans in Grad Plan. You will need to meet or speak with a program or academic advisor to create an academic plan. The last tab you have links you into the GPA Calculators. The graduation calculator can be helpful in determining the average grade you must achieve in all of your remaining classes in order to achieve a desired final GPA. Credits remaining and credits required are available on your degree audit. Desired GPA is the grade point average that you would like to achieve by the time you graduate. The term calculator will help you determine what your GPA will be at the end of the current term based on grades that you anticipate receiving in your current courses. Each of your current courses is listed along with the number of credits that course is worth. You'll notice that since this student is not currently taking classes, we will be manually entering courses for her. Select the grade you think you will receive in each course, and then click Calculate. Finally, the advice calculator will tell you the minimum number of credits that you must take in order to raise your GPA to a specific level. If you currently have a 3.69 GPA, you can use this calculator to determine how many credits you must take and get an A in order to achieve a 3.8 GPA. Lastly, to exit out of Grad Plan, simply click the Log Out link located at the top right of the page. Remember, this will only log you out of Grad Plan. Therefore, you will also need to log out of your MyPCC account by clicking on the Log Out icon. Failure to use the MyPCC logout icon may put your account at risk of being accessed by others. This concludes the video overview of Grad Plan. If you have questions regarding the information or course recommendations you see, please contact an academic or program advisor. Now go ahead, use it. Take a look at your Grad Plan, meet with an advisor, consider your options, plan for registration, and get ready to graduate.